13 animal attacks that could end you in seconds, and the brutal survival tactics you actually need. Nature is not your friend. One wrong move in the wild can instantly turn you into a target, a meal, or another forgotten statistic. Pop culture has trained us to fear sharks, but reality paints a very different picture. Sharks claim only about 6 lives a year worldwide. The animals we routinely ignore? They are the true nightmare fuel. Wolves claim roughly 10 lives annually. Lions kill over 20. Hippos and elephants each crush more than 500 people to death every single year. Crocodiles drag roughly 1,000 victims to a horrifying end annually. And the world's most prolific apex killer? Snakes. Over 100,000 people succumb to lethal snake bites every year. Most people have no idea how to react when a wild animal charges. Panic is an instant death sentence. If you ever find yourself in the crosshairs of nature's deadliest creatures, these 13 refined survival strategies could save your life. 13. Sharks. Panic is your worst enemy in the water. Your frantic movements can actually trigger an attack. If you spot a shark, never splash wildly or attempt to outswim it. This mimics the behavior of wounded prey. Instead, maintain eye contact and back away slowly and deliberately. If it does strike, forget Hollywood heroics, relentlessly gouge its eyes and gills, which are its most sensitive vulnerabilities. 12. Kangaroos. People often laugh at the idea of a dangerous kangaroo until they realize a large male can easily disembowel a human with its powerful, razor-sharp claws. If a kangaroo displays aggression, do not try to assert dominance. Instead, drop your head, emit a soft cough, and back away slowly. Never run. Doing so triggers their pursuit instinct, and you cannot outrun a creature that bounds faster than a human can sprint. 11. Lions. A lion reads fear like an open book, and the moment you act like prey, you become it. Never turn your back, crouch down, or run. Stand your ground, make yourself look as massive as possible by raising your arms or opening your jacket, and shout aggressively. Your goal is to convince a lethal apex predator that attacking you carries too high a risk. 10. Elephants. The gentle giants of safari photos can crush a human body like a soda can, especially protective mothers. If an elephant's ears flare back and its trunk curls inward, a charge is imminent. Do not try to outrun it in an open field. Instead, find a massive obstacle, like a boulder or a large tree trunk, and keep it between yourself and the elephant to break its momentum. 9. Rhinos. Rhinos can charge at a terrifying 37 miles per hour, despite having notoriously poor eyesight. Because they are nearly blind, they will charge blindly at whatever startled them. You cannot outrun or fight a rhino. Your only option is to quickly duck behind thick trees, dense bushes, or steep terrain to break its direct line of sight. 8. Hippos. The most dangerous mammal in Africa isn't the lion, it's the hippo. These multi-ton beasts are hyper-territorial, incredibly aggressive, and capable of outrunning a human on land. If a hippo charges, seek high ground immediately by scrambling up rocks, hills, or trees. If a hippo catches you, its massive jaws can literally bite a human in half. 7. Bulls. Forget the myth about the color red. Bulls react to movement, not color. If a bull charges, stand perfectly still until the final moment. Use an article of clothing, like a jacket or shirt, as a decoy, throwing it away from you to redirect the bull's momentum. Panic and blind running are what get people trampled. 6. Jellyfish. Certain jellyfish stings cause pain so excruciating that victims can drown from sheer shock. Forget the urban legend, peeing on a sting does absolutely nothing. Instead, rinse the area generously with vinegar, or salt water if vinegar is unavailable, to deactivate the stinging cells. Carefully remove any remaining tentacles with tweezers, and apply a topical antihistamine. Avoid fresh water, which causes the stingers to release more venom. 5. Crocodiles and alligators. These prehistoric reptiles possess the strongest bite force on the planet. If one drags you into the water, it will initiate a death roll. Your only counter strategy is to gouge its eyes or jam your hands into its throat valve to force it to let go. If you encounter one on land, run away in a straight line as fast as possible. The myth about running in zigzags only slows you down, and while crocodiles are fast in short bursts, they have no endurance on land. 4. Snakes. The vast majority of snake bites occur because humans try to handle or kill the animal. If a snake gets too close, stomp heavily on the ground. The vibrations will usually scare it off. If you are bitten, skip the cinematic nonsense of trying to suck out the venom. Wash the wound, stay perfectly calm to keep your heart rate down, immobilize the limb, and seek emergency medical attention immediately. 3. Bears. Running from a bear instantly activates its predatory chase instinct, and you will lose that race every time. Your strategy depends entirely on the species. If it's a grizzly, brown, bear, curl into a ball, lace your fingers behind your neck, and play dead. If it is a black bear, do not play dead, stand your ground, make noise, and fight back aggressively by aiming for its face and snout. 2. Gorillas. A silverback gorilla possesses the strength to tear a human apart effortlessly. In gorilla hierarchy, direct eye contact is viewed as an open challenge. If one approaches aggressively, lower your posture, look at the ground and whisper, or make submissive smacking sounds. If it charges, curl into a ball and protect your head. They usually charge to intimidate, not to kill, unless they perceive you as an active threat. 1. Bees. People underestimate bees until they are targeted by an entire swarm. Note that dark clothing can actually attract further aggression. If a swarm chases you, do not jump into water. They will simply wait for you to surface for air. Instead, run as fast as you can until you can shelter inside a secure, dark and enclosed space like a car or a building. Nature operates on a brutal, unyielding code. When you step into the wild, confidence means nothing. Only knowledge dictates whether you survive or become a part of the food chain.